great people of Ghana, it's your Nigerian girl pleasure bringing you political news in our channel Ghanatube. Committee probing Chief Justice Torkornoo's removal petition to begin hearing immediately, just today. Just be online because I'll be bringing you all the news away as the hearing is actually going on, so that we'll know what will befall of our Chief Justice. The 5-member committee probing the 3 petitions asking that the Chief Justice Torkornoo should be removed from office will begin hearing today, being Thursday, May 15th, 2025. According to Article 146 of the 1992 Constitution, hearing of this nature shall be in camera, and yes, it will actually be live in camera. Like, we'll actually be here giving you all the feedback as they are going to probe her life, so that people will actually know what and what is going on and what it have issue, like her offenses and what will become of her. Like, the summary of it all will actually bring it away, so you get to know that anything concerning Chief Justice will actually make way today. The Minister of State in charge of government communications and spokesperson for the President, Felix Kweku Ofosi, in a press statement issued Wednesday evening, May 14, 2025, indicated that the hearings will commence Thursday, May 15, 2025. The 5 members committee is chaired by Justice Gabriel Scott, a justice of the Supreme Court. Mr. Kweku Ofosi indicated in the press statement that the committee will sit 3 times a week and present their recommendations to the President upon completion of their work. Coming from the President John Mahama set up the committee in accordance with Article 146, subsection 6 of the 1992 Constitution, following a determination of a prima facie case against the Chief Justice in the 3 petitions. In as much as so many persons are actually coming out to say that the President didn't do the right thing by suspending or trying to remove the Chief Justice, and thereby accusing the President of actually trying to be partisan. While we know that the President is actually following the due process, the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana, and you know the Constitution is actually the binding law that commands and gives us every right to do whatever we are doing. And President John Mahama is actually not doing it the negative way or the wrong way. As you know, he actually has set up this committee in accordance with the Article 146, subsection 6 of the 1992 Constitution, which Ghana has actually been using since the inception of the Constitution. And this one was after the case of Chief Justice was actually seen to be a prima facie case, and that's why it is actually happening already. In an earlier media interview on April 22nd, 2025, Mr. Felix Kweku Ofosi had indicated that there was no time frame for the committee probing the 3 petitions to finish their work, but it was expected that the committee will act within a reasonable time frame, he said. He also said the committee's work was to start immediately, but it was not clear how long the work would take in terms of investigations and allegations in the petition, and making it a determination and hearing just today, that is actually May 15th, 2025. The Chief Justice actually will be prone on camera, on live, so that people will actually get to know the petitions against her and how it is actually going to be. The Constitution does not impose timeline, and I, Felix Kweku Ofosi, believe that those members of committee are experienced people. We have 2 eminent jurists, very senior jurists, who are on the Supreme Court bench, so they have capacity, in my view, to establish a process that is conducive enough for the Chief Justice to be given sufficient time and space to answer to the claim made against her in the petition. The Minister of the State said, "I do not anticipate that they will go beyond a reasonable time frame, even though I cannot give you a specific time frame because no such time is prescribed by the Constitution, he added. Responding specifically to a question on whether the appointing the member of committee, President Mahama gave any time limit within which they could work, Mr. Ofosi said no. No such time limits were given. It is expected that they will act within the reasonable time because the president cannot do anything that is not prescribed by the Constitution. Now you've seen the president is actually a man of the Constitution himself. He does not do, will not do, and cannot do anything against the Constitution of the people of Ghana. And you know, the Constitution is actually the binding law governing everyone in Ghana. Bribe cannot do anything in such prescribed Constitution. The Constitution does not impose any timeline, the minister actually stated. Justice Gertrude Araba Asaba-Saki Torkornoo was nominated to the Supreme Judge in November 2029 and received parliamentary approval in December 2029. She started work as Chief Justice in June 2023 following the retirement of Justice Kwesi Anembia-Abu. Prior to that, she had been working as High Court Judge from May 24, 2004 and was elevated to the Court of Appeal in October 2012. Following the determination of the Prima facie case and a 3 petition asking for the removal of the former office of the Chief Justice Gertrude Saki Torkornoo, President Mahama on the 22nd of April 2025 suspended her and set up a 5-member committee to inquire into the petitions. The committee is chaired by Justice Gabriel Scott, a justice on the Supreme Court bench. Other members are Justice Samuel Kweme Adubu Asedu, also a justice on the Supreme Court bench who was appointed in 2022. Others in the 5 members committee are Mr. Emmanuel Yao Dumavolu, a former Auditor General, Major Flora Baziril Dago from the Ghana Armed Forces, GAF, and Professor James Safi, an associate professor at the University of Ghana. There are 3 petitions against that Chief Justice Geturu should be removed from office, stated misbehavior in line with the 1992 constitutions, and these are the things that actually has warranted the president of the nation to actually look into it. Yes, actually tried removing her, or now she is on suspension following after what the probing will actually become of her. And we don't know what it is going to be, but all we know is that the president of the nation is actually following due process and going according to 1992 constitution. Please do well to comment. Also like, put on your notification bell so you get all our news one by one. Thanks, my people.